The White House calls Iran's latest missile test provocative and says Tehran needs to make a decision about whether to step away from its nuclear program. The response from the White House comes after Iran test-fired a new round of advanced missiles today. These missiles are capable of reaching Israel, U.S. military bases in the Middle East, and some parts of Europe. Well, Thursday, the U.S. and 5 other world powers will meet for nuclear talks in Geneva. White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs today spoke about what the Obama administration expects from Iran.
They can, as I just said, agree to immediate unfettered access. I think that would be the least that they can do.
Tougher sanctions could be on the way for Iran. Senior administration officials say those could include a cutoff of investments to Iran's oil and gas industry and restrictions on many more Iranian banks. Juan Cole is professor of Middle Eastern history at the University of Michigan and the author of several books on Iran. Professor, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Are sanctions going to do the trick?
Well, sanctions never have done the trick before. Iraq was under sanctions, and it devastated the Iraqi economy. What really did the trick in Iraq was thorough UN inspections. People don't often give them the respect they deserve, but those inspectors found and dismantled all of Iraq's weapons of mass destruction programs. And so I think the demand by the White House that Iran open up completely and transparently to inspections is the real key here.
That is the key about opening up, and that was something that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was very clear about yesterday on Face the Nation, saying it's time to essentially put up or shut up. Those are my words, but about showing what they have. Let's listen to what she said.
The Iranians keep insisting, no, this is just for peaceful purposes. Well, I think as the Russians said in their statement, and as we believe, and what this meeting on October 1st is to test, is fine. Prove it.
What about that, this secret facility? Any sense that the Iranians will cooperate?
Well, the Iranian president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, has said that the newly announced facility is not hot, there are no nuclear materials there now, and that it will be open to UN inspections. And that's absolutely crucial to reassure the international community. If Iran drags its feet on that, if it doesn't let inspectors into the new facility, there is a strong suspicion that it might be put to weapons purposes.
And let me ask you, too, about the Russians, because certainly the Russians have an interest with Iran being so close by them, a neighbor, and, of course, their huge interests in Iran. Any indication that Russia is willing to get tougher with Iran?
Well, the Prime Minister, Vladimir Putin, who we all think actually runs things, has said no more sanctions. And the Chinese also have indicated that they're uncomfortable with tightening sanctions on Iran. Both countries do a lot of business with Iran, and China in particular imports a lot of petroleum. So it may be difficult to convince them. But I think if there's one thing that would do it, it's a big facility like the new one near Qom that's not being inspected and which is very suspicious.
No doubt. Juan Cole, thank you so much. We appreciate it.